Okay, today is June 8th, and I wanted to do a little week update. We haven't been getting as much rain, so everything looks so much better since it's been getting to dry out. The petunias, check out how big they've gotten in just a week. I did trim this one up here. It was all leggy and just had like weird growth spots. I did trim it up so it's a little bit more symmetrical. It's starting to catch up to this one here, but check out all of the blooms on these. They're just covered in flowers. Fertilizing these really does make a difference. I know the ones that I had last year, the Bubblegum Vista, they didn't look nearly as good as these do already, so definitely fertilize. It makes a really big difference. You can see the beautiful Bandana Lantana. This is the Cherry Sunrise. Love the blooms on this. Orange, yellow, peach, pink, like purpley. Really love this plant. I think Lantana is quickly becoming like one of my favorite plants. And then we have the Bandana Pink Improved Lantana. Really beautiful pinks, oranges, yellow. Tons of flowers and buds on that. You can see a little bee on the petunias. So this is the Amazonas Plum Cockatoo. And then I have the Blackberry Jam over here, the Crazy Tunias. We have some Verbena in there. Kufia in the back that I trimmed up, and it's looking so much better. It's like bushier. It also doesn't have a bunch of weird growth on it. Looks so much better than when I first got it. And then you can see the elephant ear bulb coming up right there, and a bunch of moldy spots where I put way too many bug and slug pellets. So I have to cut down on that a little bit, but I'll clean the mold out. Then we have a little dwarf tomato here. I didn't have a place for it, but check out these other plants. Some of these are from my front porch. I brought out back so I can water them, trim them up, fertilize them, deadhead them. Look at this wandering Jew. This is the biggest wandering Jew I think I've ever seen. Let me see if I can hold it up, like actually show how big that is. Crazy. So we got this from like a little Nan and Pop nursery. It was originally $27, but they had it on sale for 17 bucks. So cannot believe how big that is. I love it so much. I do plan on bringing it inside during the winter, and I'm gonna have a heck of a time finding a place to put it because it's so big. Then we have these two containers here that I made for the front porch. It's very shady out there, so these are all like shade plants that do okay in the shade. These are the Sweet Caroline Raven sweet potato vine. These are doing really good. We got some I just got like a 6 or 8 pack of Impatiens, multicolored. Put a pink and white one in there, and you can see hiding behind this leaf is an earwig. And these guys are the ones who just decimate my plants. But there are some pellets in there, so I don't know if he's doing too good. Doesn't seem usually they scurry when you get near them. But yeah, love the creeping Jenny. These pots look really good. Everything's nice and green, growing great. This right here, back in November, we had a family member pass away, and we got a bouquet of flowers. And I kept this. I went to go throw the bouquet out, and these were alive. So I was like, okay, I'll just put some in some water, maybe like propagate it. And they've been alive ever since November in my house. I have no clue what this plant is. I think a couple people have said it might be a rubber plant, but I have no clue. I'm keeping it alive, seeing what it does. It's got a ton of new growth. It looks really good. It'd just be a house plant. It is a little goofy looking, but I don't know. We'll see how it does, see what it turns into. And then we have the begonias here. So I got these both at the same time. One of them looks much better than the other. Don't remember what variety this is, but this one looks so good. It's been staying a lot drier than this one. So, but it's not dead yet. Hopefully it'll come back. Hopefully it'll start making a few more blooms, a couple more buds. But yeah, these are maybe 2 months old. So I've kept them alive for quite a while now. Usually I don't make it past this point, but they are so beautiful. They just look like roses. Such a pretty plant. And then we have the dichondra in this little Dollar Tree pot. It's one little plant in there. Look how beautiful that is. I just really love these simple little trailing baskets. I thought this was really pretty. It's getting really big. I've been making sure to fertilize this as well, and it's been loving it. I've had it in the full shade, the full sun. It just does great no matter where I put it. And then we have the coleus down here. It does have a lot of bug damage from the earwigs, but that is getting huge. I love this orange, like this burnt orange color. Really beautiful plant. And then we have the seedlings. So all of these little teeny tiny plants that you see in this cell tray line right here, these are all foxglove, mixed colors. And then we have 2 hollyhocks, black hollyhock, nasturtium. I got some more sunflowers, mammoth Russian sunflowers. These are purple sunflowers right here that my grandmother sent me in the mail. She sent me a pack of seeds from New York. So we'll see how these turn out. A couple of those came up. And then look at these tomatoes. These things are getting huge. And they're so healthy. They look so good. But I have nowhere to put them. So I'm going to pot these up and give them a little bit more space. But they look so good. I don't want them to die or end up just languishing in these little tiny pots. And then for the other seedlings, so we have the columbine. It looks really good. It looks like, they look like clovers. Really cool little seedlings. And then this is the catnip. We got the toothache plant, tulsi, holy basil, purple basil, and then I have some love lies bleeding amaranth. One of my favorite plants to have out in the garden. Just really cool. It just has like, they remind me of like dreadlocks. Just like really beautiful red dreadlock looking blooms. Really cool thing to have out in the garden. And this little tray of poppies. I've never grown poppies before. I'm sure this is way too shallow for them, but I'm just going to stick them in the ground and see how they do. And then we have the cucamelons. These just came back from last year. I have a ton out in the garden right now, actually, just volunteers everywhere out there. But let's check out the hanging baskets. So these look so good. They have so many blooms on them. This is the Supertunia Mini Vista Ultramarine. See a couple begonia petals in there, but look how many flowers are on that. So beautiful. And you can see how big it is. It's starting to go over the side of the pot. And then you can see the beautiful dahlias. We got peach, white. Got some buds here. Can't wait until they open up. But these look so good and so well established. I'm so excited that I'm zone 7A now. And I don't have to dig these up. I can leave them in the ground. I'm so excited. I did plant these from seed last year. So these are all seed dahlias. You can see the gladiolus back there. Poor little marigold that's been eaten by the bugs. Calendula really doesn't get too much sun back there, but it's still alive. It's still doing good. So here is the other hanging basket, and this one looks just as good. Tons of flowers on this. Really beautiful purple. Love this so much. And it's one plant in this 12-inch hanging basket. You can see the dahlias back here, almost tall enough to touch the hanging basket there. So we have this beautiful red. See if I can get it in the sun. Beautiful red dahlia here. And then these, you might notice these in my videos. I've been using these as ant traps, my hummingbird feeders. That's why they're tucked underneath there. But yeah, the dahlias look so good. Bunch of buds. Can't wait to see when they all bloom. And look at this crazy spider web. I've been leaving her there. She's been helping take care of all of the pests and ants, different bugs. So I've been making sure not to bother the spider. And then we have a poor tomato that fell down over there. This has some sort of disease. I think it got bit by aphids, and it just looks, I don't know, it looks really bad. Some type of virus or something from the aphids, probably. But I'll probably just throw this away or stick it out in the woods and let it grow out there. But yeah, that is the update of all of the flowers. Everything looks so much better than it did last week. I can't wait to see. I mean, this is just the beginning of June, and that's one plant. Can't wait to see how big they get, how many blooms they get. You really can just get a beautiful container with one plant. So I'll do another update in about a week, and I'll see you then.